Hello and good day. Welcome to the Diary of the Pan-African Preacher. When I was a boy, I loved US Western movies and would be fascinated and enthralled by the movie film stars. On the few occasions when the leading film star died in the movie, I would cry. Yes, you heard me. I would cry. I was then not old enough to discern what was fictional or factual. I did not know that movies were designed to influence my emotions, sentiments, and politics. I accepted that the baddies were the Red Indians and the goodies were the white cowboys. What happened to me was a level of conditioning that allowed me to romanticize the world created for me by the writers, producers, and directors of the films. They manipulated my worldview so that I formed false attachments to fictitious stories of half-truths and shaped my mindset so that I became sympathetic to Hollywood and white America. Guess what? Around 16 or 17 years old, I grew up. African Christians, we have got to grow up when it comes to our understanding of the Bible and stop romanticizing the images, concepts, and functions associated with Israel. The fact that ancient Israel is mentioned in our Bible and is portrayed as the people of God creates a tendency towards bias when we engage the present-day nation-state of Israel. Like every other nation on the earth, they evolved from a family and developed a cultural worldview that protected them at the center, that projected them at the center and others at the periphery. Like every other nation in the world, they had things in common with other peoples and nations around them. Like every other nation in the world, they evolved systems and structures that allowed for the management of their environment and the skills of their peoples. Like every nation on the earth, they adapted, adopted, rejected, and created cultural distinctives that would give them a sense of their own belonging and pride. Like every other nation on the earth, they looked at their history, religion, homeland, and foreign relations from an ethnocentric perspective, that is, from their own point of view. All nations on the earth have their political factions who have influence on different groups in the nation state. All nations seek to defend their interests and borders. All right-thinking people of faith, other faiths, and no faith can see the disproportionate response by the state of Israel to the horrendous attack of Hamas on the 7th of October 2023. To seek to obliterate a people because of the actions of their political elites is unjustified and a crime against humanity, even when it is done in the cause of self-defense. South Africa's action to take Israel to the International Court of Justice on the allegation of genocide against the people of Gaza was based upon the biblical principle, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We cannot romanticize, justify, or legitimize the actions of the state of Israel as if it is the ancient family of Jacob, aka Israel, and allow it a sense of untouchability when it comes to genocidal tendencies. As one of the ancient prophets said, he has showed you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. That is a word for the two states, Israel and Palestine, and a word for us, Christians of African descent and origin, who allow Zionist tendencies to be conflated with the Israel imagery of our Old and New Testament. Ashe.